Okay, all right, everybody, look. I've got another box. Right, okay, so what's inside this box today? Well, on the front there, it says Isinwheel, and I'll be going right up on top of the mountain, where all the views are fantastic, doing a lot of off-road stuff and seeing some fantastic views. So can you guess what's in the box? Well, of course you can, because it's in the description. Let's have a quick look what was inside the box, and then get it by here, and we can have a good look. So here's a quick look what was inside the big box, and then there was some more stuff inside that box. So we got the charger here, which was inside this white box. We got some sort of, leaflets and manuals and stuff. Then inside this toolkit here was just this bit here, and it was 5 of these. Now, to put this scooter together, it's very simple. Make sure these wires here, look, they might be hanging out. Tuck them down in there. Make sure nothing's going to get pinched. Then just pop that down like that. Then there's 4 screws or bolts, 2 this side and 2 this side. Let me put them in. Now the next thing is this piece here. So there is a little quick clip there, look, like that, right? And it locks in like that. But this isn't very strong, so you can't rely on this alone. You have to fit this piece after. So it does take some time. I'll try and put it in so you can see. That way there, look. And you've got to keep turning that for quite some time until these two, like a C clamp, goes into there and there. And you'll just keep turning that until this will sit all the way down. And it does take some time. You've got to keep doing it for quite some time. So when you want to fold this back down, you have got to undo this again, because this holds this all in place. Now, looking a bit closer, hydraulic brakes there at the back where the hub motor is. Come to the front here. The charging port is there, look. There's the charging port. So they put it on top, which is nice because it's easier to get to. Then we have got hydraulic brakes in the front as well. Looking up here on the handlebars over here, you have your thumb throttle and your hydraulic brake. Come to the center, there's your display. I'll try and show you that in a second because it's not the brightest display. As soon as the sun hits it, you can't see it. Down by here is your little clampy thing. That clamps down when you fold the handlebars down. Then if you come over to this side here, your other hydraulic brake, then you have your buttons. You have your light button there, your horn, like that, on-off button, S, and then mode button. Then under here, but there, that's your indicators. And it does beep, but the indicators, I can only see them on the end bars. So let me show you. Okay, so you should be able to see that there. The end bars have got indicators on. Now, let me turn them off. And if I come up here to the display, I don't know how well you're going to see this, because the display is very, very dim. I think it's on its brightest setting. That's as bright as it gets. Right, the battery. So the battery's 48 volts, 20 amp hours. It says on the website it's got a 50-mile range, and the rear motor is rated at 1200 watts. So at the rear there, we got a tail light. Let's turn it on. There's the tail light. If I press the brake, it flashes like that. So let's have a look at the front lights. Okay, so there's the front lights there. You can see them, and they've got a red ring around them. I don't know if it's looking red on the camera or more orange, but it is actually red. And then down the side of the board there, look, Isinwheel is lit up in red. Right, okay, so that was a look around the Isinwheel GT4s. Let's take this on some proper off-road dirt tracks, see how powerful it is with the 1200 watt rear motor, and we'll also give the dual suspension a good workout. So let's take this on the old open off-road. Right, okay, here I am out on the open road with a big massive hill in front of me. Now, this is a single motor sort of rear wheel drive scooter, 1200 watts. I have had a few single motor ones that have struggled on this hill, so we'll just see if it can get up this hill at all. So let's just get going and see if it can. So I know this doesn't show on camera. Let's put this camera a bit higher. But this hill is extremely steep. And you know, I weigh a fair bit. But it is getting me up here ever so slowly. There we go, the camera's disappearing, so that's no good, is it? Now this has got cruise control, so I'm not pressing the throttle at all at the moment, so the cruise control is kicked in. It does kick in after a bit. So this bit's really steep by here, and we're only doing 4 miles per hour, and it's going to come to a stop. So there we go. So it does struggle on hills with me on it. Now I don't know if I can show you how steep this is on camera, because the camera never really shows how steep it actually is, but it is quite a steep place. You can see it's going up and up and up. There's not far to go now, but as usual, just a rear single motor 1200 watt scooter does struggle a little bit on very steep hills. I got a beautiful view though. Anyway, let's get to the top of there and hope it's a little bit cooler at the top of the mountain. Now, I did have another scooter with a similar display, and I'll try and show you in a second when I get to the top of this mountain, that I can barely see the display. I'm looking down. I think it says 10 miles per hour. That's what it says, slowing down to 8 miles per hour. But I can hardly make out any of what's going on this actual display. It's really dim. Whoa. Whoa. Now, we have made it to the top of the mountain. There we go, I'm at the top. And these big chunky wheels on here, because the wheels are slightly bigger than other scooters, it got across that cattle grid okay. A little bit bouncy, but it did get across okay. So, I'm almost to the top. I'm gonna head that way, up there. There's probably beautiful views over that way. Let me just go over there a second. We'll take that over there. Right, okay, can you see? I got beautiful views all around me. Go across that way there. See all the fields? I think I can see a yellow JCB up there. And I can see a car moving in the distance. And then we got beautiful, beautiful views all across that way. And I'm gonna go up there. Right, okay. I'm gonna go along this path here. Now, I've got this in unlocked mode, and it's easy to unlock because when it turned up, it was locked to 15.5 miles per hour. So we'll carry on along here and I'll see how fast it can go. So let's see how fast it can go along here. 18 miles per hour. Oh! Oh! Hey! Oh! Oh! I think 18 miles per hour. I can't go any faster than that because the road's a right mess, but it can go faster than that. Now, if I can find what the top speed is online, I'll put the actual top speed on the screen now. Because like I said, when it came to me, it was locked. So I'll insert some footage now of me showing you how to unlock this scooter and then reapplying the lock. So when the scooter came to me, it was locked at 15.5 miles per hour. If you want to unlock it, you hold the brake lever down and you press the on-off button fast 5 times and you should hear beeps. So here we go, hold the brake down, press this 5 times quickly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go, it beeps. So that is unlocked. If you want to put it back to the 15.5 miles per hour, you press this 5 times again with the brake lever held down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go, it should be back to the way it was before. Right, okay, there we go. That's how you unlock it and then relock it. Now, I'm driving along here. I'll just bounce up and down a second just to see what this suspension's like. And let's get up this hill bit here. Yeah, there's plenty of bounce in that suspension, but you have got small wheels, so you do feel a lot of the bumps, but the suspension is taking some of the bumps out. Now, there is also an app, I believe, for this, I think it is. So let's have a quick look at the app and the functions, and then we'll get back here, and I'm heading towards the very top of the mountain, where the views are even better than the views before. So let's have a quick look at the app, and we'll get back on this road and see where it takes us. Right, okay, so I got the app here on the phone, the Isinwheel Club app, and it's just started to rain. Get the camera out and it starts to rain. But anyway, let's carry on. So on the app by here, well, I'll put it by there. I'll put it by the side of me so you can see it. And it says 70% left. I did go quite far. I charged this to full and I went right across the mountain because this is me in the future. And then we're going to go back to the past. But I went right across the mountain, quite far, and there's still, it's got up to 71% now, 71% battery left after going up all them hills and all them off-roading. So let's go a bit quicker because it's raining even more now. So what else we got? We got current speed, we got gears. Let's have a look at that there. We got economy, balance mode, sports mode. We got light off and on. There we go. There's the lights off and on like that. What else we got here? We got setup, details, unit, so we can change it to miles and kilometers. We got the setup there like that. Cruise speed, we can turn that off and on. Let's confirm that there. And then we got single wheel drive. We've only got that because it is a single wheel rear drive motor. Brake strength, adaptive, so we can change that there. Let's press that again. Weak, medium, strong. Let's put medium. There we go. Let's go back. See if we can go back to adaptive. Adaptive. There we go. Drive mode. We got 0 start. And we got the highest gear speed adjustment. And at the moment, it's set to 32 miles per hour. So let's go back by here. My phone's not working very well because it's raining on it. So there we are. There are a few other things on here. But that's basically the app. It's quite easy to set up. It's quite intuitive, so you know what you're doing. Anyway, let's get back to me in the past, up the mountain. Now, there we go, and that's the app. Now, I'm quite surprised that, let's just watch these sheep. Don't want to scare the sheep too much. I'm quite surprised that this, oh, hang on, let me just show you that. Let me just show you. I just thought I'd stop and show you this field I'm going past there, look. The farmers cut the grass into bales. That's what they call it, bales, isn't it? Look at that, looks very nice, doesn't it? Anyway, what I was trying to say is, this scooter here, look at that rubbish there. Not the scooter, look, that's terrible, isn't it? Oh, we've got a truck coming up here as well. What I was going to say was, I'll tell you what, I'll tell you once this truck goes past, because I've got to move the scooter. Right, what I was going to say was, I'm quite surprised that this scooter has got me up the hill and is getting me along here when it's only a single motor. So it's got quite a bit of torque. Anyway, let's go a bit further. That truck is up there, look. Doing a bit of off-roading. So let's get a little bit further along. And I just want to show you, okay, right, so I'll press the throttle and then we'll see how quickly the cruise control kicks in. So here we go. There we go. So it comes in really quick. So maybe in the app you can turn that off. There must be a way of turning it off if you don't like it. But anyway, whoa, I nearly came off then. The front wheel lost a bit of traction then. Nearly came a cropper because this road by here is all dusty. Right, let's get somewhere nicer than this place by here because this is where all the people do fly tipping, which is terrible. Can't stand people who do fly tipping. Okay, so I've just stopped by here because I want to show you exactly where I'm going. I am going, I'll try and point, I'm going up there somewhere. So this road goes across here, then that way there. Beautiful views that way. And this scooter is going to get me there. Up there. It's just proper off-roading, folks. So I'm going to go along there, then up that way. Now I just want to show you this display. The sun is shining on the display. I can just about make out, you might not be able to see nothing at all. It says 00 there, then underneath there, it's got your miles, but you can hardly see it. You've got to put your hand over there. Let's try it this way like that. Even when you put your hand over, you still can't see what's going on. Make the screen brighter. Anyway, look at the beautiful views I got. Look at this. Look at the views. Let's carry on up that way. Now, blocking my way is a couple of cows. I say a couple of cows, there's a lot of cows. I don't know if that's a bull down there, a young bull, so I better watch him. There, I think that's a young bull that way. And then we got cows this way. So I want to go that way. I want to go that way, so I'm going to go through the cows. Right, here we go then, folks. I'm going through the cows. I don't know which way is the best way to go. Don't attack me, cows. Good cows. Good cows, there we go. Watch the poo on the floor. Good cows, there we go. Hey, a nice looking cow. There we go, I'm going to come over here. Are you surprised to see me? Hey, there's some young calves there, look. Let's keep going. Then we got another big pile of cows to get through up by here. Hello, cow. Oh, look at the young calves there. Hello, young calf. How am I going to get through these cows here now? I'm not going to go too fast because I don't want to scare them, and I'm trying to watch the all the cow parts on the floor. There we are, good cows. Coming through cows. I said move out the way. Nothing to see. And there we go. I made it through the cows. So I've ended up going a lot further than I thought I was going to go. Because it's got quite a big battery, so you can go quite a distance on this scooter, no problem at all. So I've ended up going quite a few miles, and I gotta say, it's been a pleasant journey. So I'm going to carry on down this way. Now I will say one thing, I'll try and show you by here. I'm not going to go too fast, but the brakes, hydraulic brakes, they are very, very good. They stop really fantastically well. I'm not going to do a speed test and then slam the brakes on, because with the scooter there is a chance you can tip forward. But the brakes, the way they feel, absolutely fantastic. The suspension is very, very good. Overall, for a rear-wheel drive scooter, I think it's fantastic. It's very, very good, because look, it's done a massive amount of off-roading, and this is really bumpy. Anyway, I think I'm gonna make my way back, which is quite a long way. Hey. Right, okay then, so that's my review of the Isinwheel GT4s. All the links will be down in the description below. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, hype, do all them beautiful things, and I'll catch you in the next one.